My hair is thinning a bit.
Oh, Your Highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable. Bald!
Now get ready. Here we go.
Season's greetings. Well, the start of it. What is going on? It is Arkham. We are at the park once again. Back at Six Flags Adventure for the first time for holiday in the park. There's a lot of new things to check out. Some lights have already been on. They have a sign all the way at the end over there that we replaced the tombstone that said Fright Fest. Now it says Holiday in the Park on it. We're going to check things out inside the park. We're going to go and have a good day. Hopefully meet up with a couple people. Another thing I know is that some of the permits that were filed for Green Lantern, Parachutes, and Twister for the Demolition, funny enough, they failed. I don't know how. Supposedly they haven't filled something out correctly, so they just gotta fill it out once again, fix those small errors, and then resubmit it. It'll probably be like a quick 1 to 2 day turnaround before they get approved for Demolition. So because of that, there's nothing to really show off as a Demolition update because, well, they can't demolish it yet. So we have to still wait on that, so that's get pushed back a bit, but I don't think it's going to affect much of anything. So without further ado, let's get into the park. Here we are inside the park now, and we got some tree lighting right back up here behind the characters. Looks really nice. We do have a big update at Flash. We're going to check that out momentarily. And they have quite a bit of some Christmas decor up at the moment. Lights surrounding wreaths all over these windows here as well. And the map right up here. Let's get a closer look at that. So here's the map. Once again, this is definitely the clearest I will ever get this map to be. A lot of different areas. Looks really nice. Great map. A lot of things to cover as well. All of this is now on the app as well as online. If you haven't checked out the park guide for Holiday in the Park yet, you will find that video on my channel. Check it out. I'm going to try to be very careful right now because they're playing a very much easy song to pick up with copyright, but they got some really nice trees here. They got everything set up for the shows for the tree right here. Holiday Magic is right up here. So we're going to turn right. We're going to head down towards Flash because the Park 6 is open, as well as Chill Out, but we'll check out Chill Out a little bit later. But here's another big elephant in the room right here. The giant wheel lights, they're on. Wow, they look great. Here's everything for Santa. Everything that needs Santa's right in here. And yeah, these lights are everything. These lights are amazing. Looks great. Probably will feel even better at night. They also have right here some directional stuff as well. Kind of similar to the one that they use for Fright Fest. They have the map on one side, the more directional stuff as it goes. If you have an arrow that's facing down, it means it's back behind you, by the way. Looks really nice. So this whole area is just a little bit more open, which is really cool. And it turns out those little spires that I thought were for lights seem to be for presents for Holiday in the Park, but they are wood. So it tells me that they're very much temporary, probably hiding what eventually will be probably actual lights. I would not be surprised about it. And we have vertical construction. We have some additional directional markers up here. Not sure what these are going to be for, but they seem to go all the way up to here, up to where Flash's entrance is going to be. But we have a lot of piping in for the transfer building. And there's no train in there simply because they are just constructing this building. So this is going to be for the transfer, for maintenance. So they're finally putting this one together, and I wouldn't expect Flash to be testing for the rest of the season, but here's a good look. It already came together very fast. These things come together really quickly, so you kind of see some of the lettering on some of these. 124B2 on that one, and probably some of the other corners have stuff like that as well. We're gonna come back here during the night, but this is where Joy to the World is in the brand new Park 6. And it looks stellar. I love what they did here. I'm glad they opened this up as well. The bricking is somewhat off. I like the benches a lot. And sort of the descriptions of all the holidays that are here in Joy to the World as well. Looks amazing. Really like the area. The coverings, as you can see for Flash though, kind of goes back to my point of it not being open for the rest of the season, not testing for the rest of the season. They are back on probably to prevent it from getting any decolored or from cold from the weather. So, not bad. I'm still glad I got to see test a little bit. And yes, they did finally put the fence up around the rest of Justice Week here. So just to finish off the whole area. Looks great. Looks really nice. Here's another view from here. Up at the top here, there are no more of those silver bars because they're already assembled. So they just got to get the wall and the roofing on that. And then that's going to be it for building wise. And then they got to do the other side for the station. Well, the station's done. But the roofing on the station still's got to get done. But then they have the indoor queue. So let's see what that's about. And it turns out there's actually a whole platform right here that has been dug up. Foundation has begun on the indoor queue. There is progress. This indoor queue is happening. Despite what many have believed for it not to happen, it's actually happening. So they got bags all over the place. And then here's the foundation work. It looks, wow, that could be bigger than I thought. But that could also just be indoor queue and no pre-show. We don't exactly know the whole extent yet, but we'll find out soon enough. Something very interesting. There's nothing for the Showcase Theater this year at Holiday in the Park. This is something that I addressed in that guide video. And this is very interesting because they usually have a show in here during Holiday in the Park, but this year not the case. Kind of begs the question, if they're only going to use this for Fright Fest, what's the point of having it? So, kind of is a very interesting thought I had. I'm like, well, what if you get rid of Showcase Theater, and that's when you can expand out towards the back, towards where the catering is, and you can add something else there. I mean, I'm not saying it has to be another big coaster, but this could be something very interesting to watch for. Maybe they just didn't think of it right away. Maybe they'll do something for next year's Holiday in the Park. But really, I think the big question mark on this is going to be if they're going to do something else for Fright Fest with this. So we'll have to look out and see with this one. Nothing here, and nothing for the old RIP lounge or the 50th anniversary lounge. Very, very interesting. They don't have anything for this area. And here's exactly what I mean. There's no show in here. This is just Holiday Heroes, which just has Justice League, and Wonder Woman is a part of it. If they use this whole area here and they just made it one area, I mean, that makes sense, but they didn't really have that. So we'll explore the rest and see what else is here. So here's the giant ornament outside of the old Batman Sun show, but interestingly enough, you could use your bubble wands. So they're kind of continuing the bubble wand tradition that they did from Fright Fest Extreme with this. Not sure exactly what it'll do, but it seems interesting. Give it a try if you use your bubble wands in the area. Let me know what it does. Sounds cool. Some new gifts over here. One blue, two red. So it's a bit more fitting to the traditional area. It's not bad. Gonna take a break from rolling around the park. I'm gonna get on Batman. Give it a redemption ride from the last time I got on it because it was not very good last time. So let's see if this is better. Upstairs. Got off our one ride on Batman in the back row. Again, I think back row is really good on this ride. solid ride all around. Better than the last one. It was running slow, but I think it was still really, really good for what the ride was able to do in the weather that we're having. It is very windy. It is pretty cold out, so still thought it ran pretty good. It still has that rough patch after the second inversion into the helix. It's not a very pleasant feeling, but it's still good. So right where the Batmobile was, it's over there now, but right where it usually is, and the Jinglets are here. The Jinglets, I think it's pronounced, are here. It's basically kind of a cappella Christmas carol singing. It's like a 5-minute show. It's nothing too long at all. By the time I got into the line for Batman, it just started and then ended by the time I got off. So it's not a very long show to get like one song and then you get off. So, but be sure to check them out. Basically, they have a 15-minute chart and then they leave after that for an hour and then they come back. Next is Nitro. Our one ride right now on Nitro. I'm probably coming back to Nitro. I wouldn't be surprised if I do come back to it a little bit later. They did just reopen rows 8 and 9 just as I was getting on the ride, so I couldn't just go back there. So I think I rode in row 6. I guess it was just to warm it up. But otherwise, it was still fine. It did its job. I enjoyed the ride. It's a good ride. Nitro is always one that you can't forget when you're here at Great Adventure. It's a great ride. So now we're at Jersey Devil. This is the Fireside area. Like, I don't know very much about Fireside. But I guess what I thought originally is that I was going to have like campfires that they used to have at the Boardwalk, but no, it's just Jersey Devil, I guess. I don't see anything that would trigger lights unless they have something else in mind, but I'll probably come back here later in the evening to figure out what this ride exactly has in store for Holiday in the Park when it does go tonight. But this is considered an area of Holiday in the Park as well, so we're gonna move right along to the next thing here. So now we're in Whimsical Wonderland, or as most people know it as Junior Thrill Seekers. It's a Christmas kind of overlay for the holidays. They have more of these like extra wreaths surrounding some of the fencing of the rides, like the Barnstormer. And even back here a little bit by Air Safari, and Storm Chaser has some as well. Something interesting is that there is nothing going on with Air Safari, which I don't know what the deal is with this ride, but I've heard that they're going to take it out and it's not coming back. I've even heard it might even get relocated. Like the sign for it's not even there anymore. So I'm very intrigued to see what they do with the Air Safari, but a relocation probably wouldn't hurt it that much. Hopefully they switch out the seatbelts that they have on it, because the seatbelts on it are absolute dog water. But it definitely is a ride that is worth a renovation and a recovery. So this is definitely one to look out for, I think, especially if you are back here and you kind of like these rides. It's basically a bigger version of the Air Jumbo, which the Air Jumbo is pretty small compared to this. So I'd look out for this one to get some kind of revamp. I don't think they're going to fully remove it. There's no proof saying that it will get removed, but look out for Air Safari. So now we are in Poisetta Peak. So Poisetta Peak is very red, as is described. Like they're going to have these red lights shine on Skull Mountain. I don't think they were able to put the lights on this year because of what happened to the face of Skull Mountain. So if you don't know exactly what happened to the face of Skull Mountain, well, the jaw broke. So they haven't really been able to do anything with it. So I feel like they wanted to put lights on it to begin with, but I feel like they just didn't want to risk it with all the structural issues. But since we're here, we're going to get on it just to say I did it. But I wouldn't expect too much to even occur with this one. Let's see. And since we are right here at the old Skyway now, expect this building to probably be demolished entirely. The whole sort of poles that hold the podiums that hold the wires up are going to stay, but I would expect that station in particular to close down and get demolished, and they could put a flat ride in there, so that could be the relocated Air Safari maybe, if that's what they end up doing, but just look out for that to probably happen sometime soon. I'm gonna be honest, the more I've gone on Skull Mountain, the more depressing it gets, and it's really sad. This ride is just not good anymore. It's definitely, if I were somebody in charge, I'd be looking at this ride and probably waiting and begging to take it down and put something better in its place, because right now it's not doing very good right now, and I'm not a big fan of what this ride has become now. It's just, there's no lights, no music, it's just a roller coaster in a box. It's really upsetting. I'm disappointed, unfortunately. These are very interesting trees, not gonna lie. And then going into the lakefront, they have a Christmas tree made out of presents. I kind of wish I got my presents this way. The giant Santa has returned. It's outside of the Joker. And speaking of the Joker, it is about to take off. There it goes. Running a little slow today, but Joker will always give you the thrill depending on how you do it. I'm glad to see the bus still here though, even through Holiday in the Park. It basically lasts the whole season. I hope it stays through in this spot forever. Yes, Queen. This is a very vibrant area. There's a lot of twinkling white lights around here. It's a little hard to see right now, but they have different colors and animals depicted on these lights here. And then these are the jingling jolly trees that had different colors on the map. This, if I'm not mistaken, should be the Holly Light Show, and it is the Jolly Light Show, and begins towards the evening. And basically, the show utilizes these trees here and just does a light show. So it's really cool. This is definitely one we'll check out every half hour beginning at 5:15. So it gives you enough time to watch the tree show at the front of the park up there, and then to come back here and check out this show, and vice versa. Very nice. The elephant is really clever. A lot of cool animals. A rhino. Very nice. And an inflatable gingerbread man has appeared at the very top of the carousel, welcoming you into Gingerbread Junction. That's fun. Here's another one of these interactive wand areas. Not sure what this one exactly is going to do, but it's right here at Dream Street. And since I am here at Dream Street, they have actually started with the brick adjustment. So what this essentially does is it moves the bricks around so it kind of looks like there's more being used than what appears. I don't think my brick was in here anyway, but in this area anyway, but it's more spread out than it usually has been. And this is done just to fill out the area more, so expect the bricks right here to kind of have that sort of effect as well. So it goes all the way from up there. So this is like section 5, I'm pretty sure. 5, yeah. This is 5. And I don't think they've added any more since. Actually, no. They have, because there's an All Hail the King, King Dakar brick. So that is definitely, these are some new ones too. I've not seen that one before. How about a giant snowman? It's a big one. good photo op spot. And then also where Big Top was, they put these banners. They kind of look AI image, not gonna lie, but it's an effort, I will give them that. So, looks really nice otherwise. Funny thing here in Attributes, they still have Stranger Things stuff. So, there's still some Fright Fest merch still available if you are still looking for any merch for Fright Fest. They are here. And Adventure World, of course, is also stocked as well with some Holiday in the Park stuff as well. And something new that was also shared is that BBMP, or Bugs Bunny National Park, is open for the first time for Holiday in the Park. Definitely a very welcome change, I think. It brings a lot more families to this area, which is definitely the intent. I think Holiday in the Park is more for the families to come here during the holidays and just enjoy their time. I really enjoy that change a lot. But let's make our way back around here. Let's go down here, because I think there's some stuff down here too. Nothing very much different here. There's no lights on any of these either, which is very interesting. I mean, they have some of these light fixtures here that they might be using. Yeah, they got a couple of light stuff over here, but I don't think it's anything too big that's going to be of notice. So I would be on the lookout for that. But maybe they have some other tricks up their sleeve with this pathway here, but it seems like there's nothing that they're doing back here for your Holiday in the Park, which is kind of upsetting because they didn't use this area at all for Fright Fest either. So a lot of people were asking maybe if they were going to do bring back the Lady of the Lake area, but they didn't do that for this year's Fright Fest. Again, I think it's a good opportunity to utilize as much space as they can, and they definitely should do that for next season. And another thing I would do is also do something here for Holiday in the Park, because it's a dead space. You might as well use it for something, but if you're not going to do anything for a while, I would understand if you're going to try to replace it with a ride or something. Like, you have all this empty space right here. I've said it in many vlogs before. You could easily put something here. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. They could get rid of Joker and just make it something even longer if they wanted to. Build over the lake, have another coaster go over water would be really nice to see, and build off of that. So some really cool stuff that they have opportunities to do. Here's the stage for the Candy King crew. Juggling show. I think they just had a show not too long ago. Next show's at 4. Not bad. Right, here's where Prince and Princess meet at select times. Giant Wheel is lit up a lot more now, but we're gonna see how it goes.
Oh, really? Nice.
Painted on.
You pay it? What's is that for King Dakar or Green Lantern? Looks like Green Lantern.
Yeah, but yeah, actually.
Yeah. I'm not stuck with this race.
So I can see that the flash is.
On Green Lantern's demo, you can see all the equipment lined up there. Like I said, they are certainly getting ready to rip it apart. The queue, you can see that all of the railings have really been removed from everything, including looks like the exit ramp as well. No, not the exit ramp, but the queue itself does have everything. Say, there it is. Very exciting. I'm glad that it is in fact going to happen. There should be a second.
Looks like a bunch of hay, but yeah.
There you go.
I think that's the cute house or the picture house.
That would be the
Q house.
I heard it's going to
They
get a
do-
camera eventually.
They do have little pieces of wood up there. They could be prepping for.
Not going to really start to, I should say. It's kind of the capital ride, so I think maybe what's happening is we can get back to
Christmas tree lights from here and the different colors. It's not even that dark out yet. Probably gonna wait closer around 4:30 for that to happen. But looks really nice. Here's my brain being very creative and some crazy imagination, but if they really wanted to add a flat ride here, they could add a Zampero with disco. It actually fit right there. But again, sideboards there. Extra markers back there for flash for the lockers. Justice League. Dark Knight. Oh boy. It's gonna be a little bit before we see some change over here, but Flash is definitely a big one. Here's where Traditions is. Same location again as the former Flashbang Brass Band. Pretty cool. And Mama Flores is closed for Holiday Park. Here you have the campfire s'mores area. You get discounted s'more sticks. And in order to do that, you would get your hot chocolate and s'more stuff right here, which is a Dippin' Dots location. And then you go over here and you eat up your s'more and you eat it. There's also a horse here. Off Nitro again. Finally got a row 9 ride, and row 9 is amazing. Best row on this coaster easily. Run slow, got D-Train. Good ride. And
Right here in front of Batman's tree, we have
here we are in Holiday Traditions. And here is my
has their camera.
There's your showtime, so come
5
check it out.
o'clock is close by. Head this way. So by the Stranger Things building, Wonder Woman's lights are starting to protrude even more. Some spotlights out here as well. As you get a better look at Wonder Woman. Right through these trees. Wow, that stands out like a sore thumb. The lights have gone on, slowly but surely. And there's gonna be a show here, I think in the next 5-10 minutes. nice. And again, here are the Peppermint Prince and Princess. There's more stuff down there.
Right here.
Feels like there's a good amount of lights to see here. Many opportunities to find stuff.
Anybody else want photos?
You want to do 3 of us?
Right there, guys.
Dude, it's like... Those trees, too.
I like that a lot. The red, the green, the different colors, the giant wheel complementing everything. I mean, we kind of have to, right? Like we kind of have to. Like this is unbelievable. Like it makes the skyscraper lights look like they were like 30 years old and put in my bedroom. Like that's how much the giant wheel just lights everything up. It's crazy.
So since I'm not the
Oh my god.
I should just be saying bye.
Oh, okay.
And I should say
Just to show how much this light's reflecting on it, this whole area up to the skyscraper path is literally lighting up with it. And it goes pretty much halfway back past there. That is nuts. That is insane. And now it's giving off a snowflake effect right now, which is probably my favorite one. I really like this. Holy shit, oh my god. What is going on? This is crazy.
Wow.
Oh god. What am I gonna do? I cannot even. This is crazy.
At first I thought this wasn't going to look good, but now...
Yeah.
Look at how it reflects.
And I thought Casino Pierce Ferris wheel looked really good at night. Like, holy moly. This is crazy. Makes sense why they wouldn't put any lights on these trees.
Yeah.
It's like they knew ahead of time this thing's gonna be bright as heck. Leave it that way, please. This is glorious. And right down there is Mr. Jack Frost himself. It comes out at night after the Ice Queen and the Ice King go away. He's just wandering menacingly.
Look at that sky.
The give you an idea. The light on the giant wheel is so bright, it's going all the way out to the Six Flags photos. What the fudge?
It sounds like that's like onboard audio. That it does.
Elevator music.
Is that the audio that is supposed to have?
The spotlight on Ka is no more, and what's really interesting is they have these security lights that were used for Flash, and there still is one there anyway, that are around the site of Lantern and King Ka. We might see some stuff over the week. By next week, we might have even more new things. We'll see.
So kind of the rules, it would be like me and Sammy talking, and then he's just like walking behind us and like talk to him.
Hey everybody, it is Arkham here. Apparently this last part of the video didn't fully record. I'm not sure why, but basically this whole last 35 seconds of the video here is just describing exactly what's going on behind Green Lantern. Basically, they have a bunch of demolition tools ready to go. They got like 3 excavators, a couple of crates shipping out, and so on and so forth, which basically confirms to me that this ride is not getting relocated anywhere. It is getting fully demolished, which would make this the second B&M coaster technically to be fully demolished, and hopefully we are going to have more updates from this for next time. But without further ado, guys, that's going to do it for today's vlog. If you guys enjoyed the vlog, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Always think your write-ups, and have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the parks. Goodbye.
Here we go.